Texas is supposed to come out on that field and beat the brakes off of Oklahoma. But will that happen? We all know this game is different. We all know that the stats don't matter in this game. We all know that the rankings don't matter this game. We all know who you beat, who you lost to. It don't matter this game. This is a toss-up. This is a coin flip, 50-50, just like how that freaking stadium is split. And baby, it is time to beat Texas, baby. Let's go. We need that energy. We need that electricity just to take over. Because guess what? We got the team that can do it. Don't get me wrong. We playing our second string offense all year long. 4-1 still. Second string quarterback, who's now our starting quarterback, who's looking like he could be a potential Heisman winner eventually. But Texas is supposed to come into Dallas, and they're supposed to take over, honestly. I mean, if you're looking at the stats alone, we ain't talking about who they played, because we know they ain't played nobody. We know Texas is not battle tested. People want to talk about the Michigan game. Bruh. Oh my gosh. That's the most annoying thing here in Austin, Texas, is that Michigan victory. We all know that's not the same Michigan team from last year. We all know it. Yes, that team beat a USC. And, come on. Anyways, I just wanted to cover the stats for the day, just to give y'all the differences between these two teams. But I had to let that be known first. None of this don't matter, honestly. We could be unranked. Texas could be number one. We could be number one. Texas could be unranked. It don't matter. Anyways, let's get into the stats. So what we're going to do, we're going to cover Texas offensive stats, rankings, and then Oklahoma's defensive stat rankings, and then we're going to flip it around. We'll do it vice versa. So, Steve Sarkisian. Dude is an offensive guru. You can't take it away from him, no matter how much you hate the team. None of that. You can't take away the fact that Steve Sarkisian is an offensive guru, and they're not looking too bad at defense right now, even though they haven't played anybody. At least they haven't played anybody who's going to scare anybody offensively. Come on now. We've been battle tested. We played Tennessee at home. Only lost to them by 10 points. Then we marched into Auburn. Michael Hawkins Jr. came in there and put his foot up their ass. So we battle tested. But anyways, let's get into it. So Texas offensive stats. We're going to go total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, and then they points per game. So total yards. Texas is the number 3 team in the nation, averaging about 513 yards a game. Oklahoma on defense. We're the number 77th team on defense. It look a lot better than this. That's why I'm saying these stats really don't matter. So if you want to cut the video off, don't do it. Because I'm really telling you this video doesn't matter, honestly, because it really doesn't. But go for it. I mean, do it if you continue to watch. Thank you. But Oklahoma total defense. Number 77 in yards, allowing 324 yards a game. Now, don't get me wrong. The only reason this Oklahoma defensive stats are looking the way they're looking is because of that Auburn game. That Auburn game, they put up like 450 yards on us. All statistical rankings dropped from that. So we're allowing 324. Texas is, pretty much putting up 513 a game. We know that 513 is not going to work out at Oklahoma, especially if you don't have a running game. That's the only thing Auburn really had against us, was they were kind of able to run the ball. They were able to. It was really just bust plays, So, anyways, passing yards. Texas, number 7. They are averaging 322 yards a game. Oklahoma is number 95, averaging 213 yards a game. allowed. Now, yes, I sat here on ESPN and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, I put a lot of work in on these stats, so appreciate it. Anyway, so we're number 95, not looking too good with the passing. I still have questions for that. I do know we were out our number one and number two cornerbacks last week. Um, they should be healthy for Texas. Fingers crossed. But not too worried about that stat. Auburn shouldn't have been able to do what they did against us. But like I said, when you're down your top two corners, you're gonna see a difference. And plus, it was just bust plays, bro. Like, it's not like they're off, like Auburn really they controlled the game. They controlled the whole game. But that defense still, they were tired out there. You could tell they were tired out there. I mean, 4 straight weeks of domination. You gonna give one up. So unfortunately, it was against Auburn, but it is what it is. So Texas, their rushing yards per game, they are doing 191 yards per game on the ground, while at number 30. While Oklahoma is number 42 at rushing yards allowed, allowing 105 yards per game. Now, not bad at all. If you allow 105 yards per game, that's a good game. So don't let that number 42 fool you. And trust me, Texas is not getting 191 yards rushing in the Red River. That's not happening. Points per game, though. Texas is number 4 in the nation. Oklahoma is number 35 in points allowed. Texas is averaging 45 points a game, and we're allowing 20 points a game. Now, check this out, right? Texas is not going to score 40-0 on Oklahoma. Texas would be lucky to put 30 points on Oklahoma. I'm not scared of that Texas offense. I'm not scared and then by that time, who knows, Quinn is probably going to be starting. We'll get into my predictions later on this week, but just a little heads up, Quinn's not going to finish that game. He's either going to get benched because he's trash, against Oklahoma. He's not a trash quarterback, man. I don't like the kid. I don't think that he's a good quarterback for real. Like, he's not a professional quarterback in my eyes, and he gets a lot of hype. But Arch Manning is better. Like, in my opinion, Arch Manning is a better quarterback. Texas fans right now, they're sitting here, like I was telling y'all was saying, quarterback problems. It's all cool now. It's all good now. Y'all got 2 guys. But wait until Red River. The quarterback problems will begin. Who's our starter? I want Arch. I want Quinn. Like, you gonna get there. But again, Texas is not scoring 45-0 on anybody in the Red River. It's not happening. I'm thinking it's gonna be a low scoring game. I'm not scared of Texas defense, honestly. But let's get into the other side. Let's flip this around. Let's look at Texas defense versus Oklahoma's offensive stats. And again, I have to let you know, none of this matters. Okay? We all know none of this matters. And I'm going to talk my shit later on this week. Oh, I'm going to talk some shit too. But anyways, Texas, when it comes to total yards allowed, they are the number 13 team in the nation. We are the number 27th team in the nation on yards per game. Texas is allowing 228 yards per game. We are pretty much putting up 422 yards per game. How? I don't know. Has Michael Hawkins made that much of a difference? You damn right he has. So, man, I'm so happy we got our quarterback of the future and we have him for the next 2 years after this year. Man, it's a blessing. Texas passing yards allowed. They allow 121 yards a game. Number 9 team in the country. Us, we are number 101 when it comes to putting yards in the air. And we are putting up about 169 yards in the air per game. Doesn't surprise anybody. We have been trash the first 4 games of this year. And we can even say that offense was not all that against Auburn. It just looked better. So not a surprising stat at all. When it comes to rushing, Texas is allowing 106 yards per game, number 45 in the nation, 3 spots behind us, literally allowing 1 yard more than we do. And we are the number 84 rushing team in the nation, putting up about 128 yards a game. Um, Man, Javante Barnes, time to step up. I mean, I know you are the dominant back in this whole situation, but you got that young buck Taylor Tatum on your ass. And I think this is going to be the game where obviously Taylor Tatum's going to come back from concussion protocol. Javante Barnes, this is the game where a star is born. We know the Texas Red River game is where stars are born. So somebody gonna step up. I feel like our Mason Thomas is probably gonna ball out that game. I feel like Ethan Downs is probably gonna ball out that game. Danny Stutzman, you know there's nothing you could do about Danny. No matter if he's out there, he's gonna make the tackle. Kip Lewis. I mean, we can go on and on. I'm just talking about the front seven. We ain't even talking about Jaden Jackson. We're not even talking about Billy Bowman. We're not talking about Eli Bowman. We're not talking like, come on. Like, we've got so much on that defense that not worried about it. And then when you flip it over to the offensive side, we got the young bucks, bruh. We got Michael Hawkins. He's doing this thing. We got Reagans. I'm not sure exactly how to say his name. 2025 is the year. Anyway, let's go into points. Texas has been number 4 defense points per game, allowing 7 points a game. While we are the number 59 team in the nation, putting up about 28 points a game. This is a 14.5 point spread. Texas is supposed to come into Dallas and beat our ass like no other team has done, apparently. I'm guessing they have more faith in Texas than they do in Tennessee. But it is what it is. I just wanted to break down those stats with y'all. Like I said, I'm not breaking down the game. I'm not doing any predictions. We gonna talk our shit later this week. But I just wanted to give y'all that comparison between the two teams. How night and day it is, honestly. Like, you put this together, Texas damn near has the top 15 offense and defense overall. While, Oklahoma, we're on the back end. Not looking too good right now when it comes to them stats. But we figured some stuff out against that Auburn game. Which also leads me to wonder, if Jackson Arnold, if his playbook was simplified, how would he look? We'll never know. Michael Jeff Hardy Hawkins Jr., thank you for making that an easy decision for us. The fan base doesn't have to question going into the Texas game. That's always a beautiful thing. Again, this Oklahoma team is battle tested. We've been through so much this year already. Meanwhile, Texas has just had the easiest schedule in the world. Even that Michigan game, yes, that was easy. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Not too interesting of a video. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I get it. But we just want to compare the two teams today. We just want to, because I'm in Austin, Texas. So, I'm hearing nothing but, the hookums and all that bullshit. And how much they're going to whoop us, how much they're going to, we don't have a chance. Oklahoma is one of the worst teams in the SEC. Why does Texas have to worry about Oklahoma? These are things I'm hearing. These are the things that not only am I hearing, they're being said to me. I got to fight for us down here, man. It ain't easy. So y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, donate below, follow me on Twitter. Because I'm out here fighting for us. We need help out here in Texas, man. We need more Sooners in Texas. Y'all move to Austin. I know it's a hard move. It's expensive down here. But anyways, that's enough, man. Positive message of the day. Hey, we got quarterback. We got young talent. And the way we figured that out, the long road that it's taken for Oklahoma to figure out who their quarterback is, who their running backs are, what young wide receiver is going to step up since 1, 2, 3, 4 have been hurt all year long. Just marched into Auburn, beat Auburn, down 5 receivers. And not receiver 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We talking about wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we can do that against a good Auburn team, that you can ask Alabama. It's not easy to march into Auburn and take a dub. Despite the fact that they do it a lot. Everybody, we talked about the voodoo. Everybody talked about the Auburn voodoo. Ain't work against Oklahoma. So that's the positive message of the day, guys, girls, gals, boys. We're a battle-tested team that is 4-1. Just won a game that was a season decider. If we would have lost that game against Auburn, we all would have been sitting here like 5-7, 7-5. But now that 10-game, 9-game win total it's looking pretty good right now. Now that we got some stuff figured out. So y'all keep your heads up, Oklahoma. I'm gonna continue to fight for us down here in Austin, Texas. Cause these boys think that they know something. Them boys ignorant. I ain't worried about nothing. And y'all know why. Cause it's in my DNA. Bay. Bye.